Welcome. Come to stand in Tadasana. Lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels, stacking your shoulders over your hips, hips over ankles. Begin to cultivate a deep, slow, and even breath in and out the nose with sound. Inhale into your belly, your low ribs, your heart lifts. Exhale slowly and smoothly out the nose, constricting the back of the throat. Inhale into your low back, your side waist, lifting the arms, gazing up. Exhale, lead with the heart, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, glide the shoulders down the back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the palms out and up, gaze up. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs, stacking hips over ankles. Inhale, glide the hands up to the thighs, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the palms out and up, look up. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, sweep the palms out, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, sit down deep like you're sitting in a chair. Bring the weight back into your heels. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, gliding the hands down to your heart, sit down deeper. Squeezing your inner thighs together, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, lengthen your tailbone down. Inhale, weight in your heels, lift up the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, sit down deeper with your hips. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to heart. Stepping the right leg back behind you, pivot the right heel down and lift up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, swim the arms back to your sides, lean forward. Inhale, sweep the palms up, lift up out of your low back. Exhale, lean forward, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, lift the arms, pull the left hip back, the right hip forward. Exhale, lean forward, sweeping the arms behind you, ground down into your left ankle. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press out through the outer edge of your right foot. Exhale, interlace your palms behind your back. Bow forward, humble warrior. Create space here. Every inhalation, lifting the fist up to the ceiling. Every exhalation, releasing, surrendering deeper. Inhale, lifting up slightly. Exhale, surrendering deeper. Working into the left hip here, moving in the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift the chest and release the hands. Bring your hands to your heart. Straighten your front leg, shift your right leg forward a bit, square the hips to the front of the mat. Bring your left hand back behind you. Stretch up the right fingertips and clasp your fingers behind your back or your shirt. Don't worry if you can't clasp your fingers. Fold forward just halfway, creating a long line through the spine, strengthening the low back here. Pull the left hip back, the right hip forward, squeezing the inner thighs toward midline, pressing out through the outer edge of the right foot. Fold forward any amount, releasing the head, releasing into the left straight leg without hyperextending the knee. Keep a micro bend in your left knee to protect the knee joint. Press down into the right inner edge of your left foot, pressing into all four corners of the left foot here. On your next inhalation, find length in the spine and come all the way up to standing. Release the arms, bring your left hand to your left hip, stretch your right arm straight out in front of you. Come down halfway, finding a long line from the hips out the crown of the head and strengthening the low back here. Every inhalation finding more length in the spine. Every exhalation, pulling the belly button into the spine and up. Bring your right hand to the inside, on top of or outside the left foot. Squeeze the inner thighs toward one another, and then lift the left arm up towards the sky, revolving open. Press into both feet, engage the legs, engaging and wrapping muscle to bone, squeezing the inner thighs toward midline and lengthening out through the spine, revolving open. Continue to think, pressing the feet down as you return the left hand to the left hip, lifting up the right leg, twisting open, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Stretch the right leg out long, straight, lifting the left arm up to the sky to revolve and twist open. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. You can come up onto a block underneath the right hand to find more ease in the pose. Exhale, release the left fingers down to the floor, and then fold forward any amount, lifting the right leg up to the sky. You can bring your left elbow outside the left leg to fold deeper into the leg. Experiment here by squaring your hips, squeezing your inner thighs toward one another. It's easier to get the leg up higher if you don't do this, but try to keep the hips square. Release the right leg down to meet the left, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the palms out and up, lengthen your tailbone down, look up. Exhale, sit down deep with the hips, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lengthen the tailbone down, hands to heart, sit deep. Inhale, weight in your heels, lift the arms up. Exhale, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another, sit deeper. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to heart, sit down deep. Now straighten the left leg back behind you, pivoting the left heel down. Inhale up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, fold forward, lifting the arms behind you. Inhale, sweep the palms up, lift up out of your low back. Exhale, lean forward, arms sweep behind you. Inhale, press into the outer edge of your left foot, lift the arms. Exhale, pull the right hip back as you swim the arms back. Inhale, lift the arms, press into the right heel. Exhale, get down with the hips, lean forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back and bow forward to the inside of your right knee, humble warrior. Inhale, lift the hands straight up. Exhale, surrender deeper into the pose. Inhale, lift the fist up to the ceiling, and exhale, get down deeper. Every inhalation, engage the muscles of the legs. Every exhalation, release and surrender. Inhale, lift back up, lifting the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, stretch the palms up. Take your left foot in a bit. Reach your right hand up your back. Bend the left elbow and clasp fingers or your shirt. Square your hips to the front of the mat, lift the chest, and fold forward just halfway. Pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. Press down into all four corners of the right foot and micro bend the right knee. Pressing out through the outer edge of the left foot, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Finding length in the spine and then folding as deep as you can over the straight right leg. Continue to squeeze the inner thighs toward one another, pulling your navel into your spine on every exhalation throughout this yoga practice. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, folding deeper, pulling the navel in and up. Engaging root lock, engaging navel lock, strengthens your core with each and every breath. Inhale the left arm straight out, right hand to right hip, finding length coming only halfway down here. On every exhalation throughout your yoga practice, squeezing the pelvic muscles, pulling the belly actively in towards the spine. This strengthens your core on every exhalation, releasing your hand down to the inside or outside your right foot. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. Engage the muscles of the leg, pulling the inner thighs toward one another, lengthening the spine, revolving open. On your next exhalation, bringing the left hand directly under the left shoulder, lifting the left leg straight up and back, straightening that leg more than you ever have before. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Begin to micropulse the left leg, squeezing inner thighs toward one another to square the hips, lengthen the spine, and revolve open any amount. Then release the right hand down, lifting the left leg high up to the ceiling. You can stay here or take your right elbow around outside your right calf, folding deeper. Square the hips, lifting and straightening the left leg. On your next exhalation, lower the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine, glide your hands to your thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the hips down deep, Utkatasana, lift the arms, lengthen the tailbone down, tilt the hip points up towards your chest. Squeezing inner thighs together, find strength in the legs. Exhale, swim the arms back behind you. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, lengthen the tailbone down, swim the arms back to your sides. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, weight in your heels, sit down deeper. Inhale, sweep the palms up. All the way up, stand up, and exhale, stretch to your right. Inner feet pressing towards one another, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, lifting through the chest, up towards the ceiling, stretching deeply over to the right. Inhale, over to the left. Press down through the outer edge of the right foot, creating a long line of energy from the outer edge of the right foot all the way up the right side body. Squeeze the inner thighs together, lift straight up, and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Lift the head, grab opposite elbows, and just let go here. Relax, drop your mind, let go on any level. You can begin to sway side to side, relaxing out of your low back, finding more space and ease in the spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Roll the shoulders down your back. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Expand your fingers wide, pressing into the second knuckle of each finger, pressing into your thumb, pressing into all four corners of the palms, pressing up through the arms, all the way back through the hips, finding more length in your spine with every inhalation, every exhalation pulling the navel in. Lift the kneecaps, engage the quadriceps. Inhale forward to plank, shoulders directly above wrists, and hold here. Press forward through the heart, back through the heels, lifting the hips in line with the shoulders, rolling the hip points up towards your chest, pulling the navel in, engaging the core here, finding strength and ease in this pose. Diffusing any heat in the core throughout your body. Shift forward on your toes. Squeeze the arms into your sides as you lower all the way down to the floor. Shoulders lifting up, Bhujangasana. Press your tops of your feet down into the mat. Lift the kneecaps, engage the thighs, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the hands, lift up. keep the thighs engaged. Exhale, lower. Don't let those legs fall asleep here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep those legs active as you press into the hands and lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Now bring your hands like they're on railroad tracks. Curl your toes under and lift the hips into forearm plank, creating a long line of energy from the crown of the head all the way back to the heels. Don't let your hips fall too low or lift them up too high. Tilt your hip points up towards your chest. Engage your core. Press actively down into the forearms. Create ease in your back body. And exhale, lower the hips down to the floor. Pressing your hands out wide, extending the fingers. Sphinx pose. Don't let the legs fall asleep here. Press actively down into the tops of the feet. Engage the thighs so much that the kneecaps lift up off the floor. Lift and pull the heart forward through your arms, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Exhale, release, and melt your forehead down to the tops of your hands. Take a deep breath in here and let go. Bring your hands on either side of your chest. Press straight up, curl the toes under, and press back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Spreading your fingers wide. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten that right leg straight up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist. Inhale, straighten the leg, point the toes, and exhale, open the hip, relaxing the knee behind you. Then bring your right foot behind you and flip your dog. Come up on the ball of the right foot, lifting the hips up, lifting the chest, reaching out to your right fingertips, opening the heart here. On your next exhalation, release the pose and come forward to plank. Shoulders above wrists, then roll over onto the outer edge of your right foot. Press down into the right arm. Side plank, lifting the left arm straight up towards the sky, lifting the hips away from the floor actively, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another, pulling the navel in towards the spine on every exhalation. Release the pose, pressing back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, engage the muscles of the legs as you lift the left leg straight up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg straight up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, the knee straight up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend the left leg straight up, and exhale, bend the knee, opening the hip, pressing more into the left hand. Exhale, release the left foot behind you and flip your dog. Lift up on the ball mound of the left foot, lift your hips, extend out to your left fingertips. See if you can smile here as you expand the heart. On your next exhalation, unwind the pose, coming back to plank. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Make sure that your left shoulder is directly over your left wrist. Lifting the right arm straight up, lift the hips up away from the floor, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Lift and spread across the chest. And on your next exhalation, release the right hand back down to plank. Shift the hips back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Find length in the side body. Release your knees down to the floor. Press your forearms into the floor and lift the hips. Press actively down through the hands, the forearms. Imagine someone is lightly pressing between your shoulder blades. lift up higher in the toes. Maybe you can walk your feet in towards your face here, eventually stacking hips directly over your elbows. Lower the knees, shift the hips back to the heels, melt your forehead down to the floor for Balasana, lengthening and expanding the low back here. Inhale into your low back, middle back, the back of the heart. Exhale slowly and smoothly out the nose. Inhale into your kidneys, lifting all the way up to sit on your ankles. Bring your hands to rest in your lap. Inhale, lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels, and exhale, fold back forward into Balasana. See if you can feel even more ease and release in this pose. Inhale into your belly, your side waist as you rise back up to sitting on your ankles. Exhale, hands in your lap. Rooting your tailbone down, lifting your heart. Then shift over to sit onto the right hip, grounding the left hip down into the mat and sweeping the left arm over the left ear. Mermaid pose, finding space and length in the left side body, pressing actively down into the left sitting bone. Exhale, release the pose. Bring the left knee on top of the right, pressing the thighs and bringing the heels towards the hips. Fold forward over your knee. Bring your hands forward, pressing back with the hands to root your sitting bones back down into the ground. Inhale, breathing down into your hips here. Exhale, let go on any level. Inhale, rise back up, ground the right foot outside the knee. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, either grab your left knee or bring your right elbow outside your left knee. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist open from the base of the spine. Inhale into the spine, find length. Exhale, twist open. Unravel the pose. Shift your feet over to the outside of your right hip. Ground down into both sitting bones and inhale, stretch the right hand over the right ear. Stretching down from the right sitting bone all the way up the right side body out the fingertips. Grounding down into the right sitting bone. Grounding down into the left sitting bone. Exhale, release. Take the right knee and stack it on top of the left. Take your hands to your thighs and push. Bringing the heels out to the outside of the hips, fold forward over your legs. Then glide your hands forward and press into the hands to root your sitting bones down to the floor. Inhale into your low back, middle back, the back of the heart. Exhale, pulling the navel into the spine, relax. Inhale, lifting the chest, rising back up. Exhale, taking the foot, pressing down through the sole of the foot, and either cupping the knee or bringing the left elbow outside the right knee. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist open from the navel center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist open. Inhale, find length. Exhale, revolve deeper. Release the pose. Unwind the legs. Scoot forward and open your legs out wide in a V. Flex your feet, engaging your thighs, pressing your hamstrings down actively towards the floor. Begin to fold forward any amount. You can bring a block, a blanket, or a bolster underneath your hips to fold forward here more easily. You can relax down onto your forearms, turning your palms up to the sky, relaxing your forehead down to blocks or onto the tops of your hands, or slowly and surely gliding the hips open, the inner thighs open, releasing the forehead all the way down to the floor, or relaxing your cheek down to the floor, spreading your arms out towards your feet, keeping your feet flexed and active here. On your next exhalation, slowly come up halfway from wherever you're at. Take a deep breath in, and then come all the way up to sitting. Press down into your thighs, rolling them back and down. Then aid your right leg, taking it outside the leg and sweeping it forward, relaxing slowly all the way down onto your back. Sweep your legs straight up towards the ceiling, ankles above hips. Exhale, begin to straighten and release your feet down towards the floor, only as far as you can keep your low back pressing actively into the floor. Exhale, lift the feet straight up. Inhale, slowly lowering the feet to hover above the floor. Exhale, lift the legs straight up. Press the low back down into the floor. Doesn't matter if you only come down a tiny bit with the feet. The most important thing is to keep the low back pressing actively into the mat. Exhale, lift the legs straight up. Inhale, slowly lowering the legs to hover. Exhale, lift the legs straight up. Now release your palms to your belly. Every inhalation expanding the belly out into the hands. Every exhalation pulling the navel down towards the mat. When you breathe in, you should feel the belly lifting with your in-breath. As you exhale, actively engaging the abs, pulling them down towards the spine. Exhale, release the legs, pulling the knees in towards the chest, relaxing the low back. And then extend your right leg, extend your left leg, organize your shoulders on your back. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling, allowing everything to become still. Today in Shavasana, imagining a current of golden warm light circulating around your hips, pelvis, low back, and belly. On every inhalation, the current of light rotates in one direction. Every exhalation, it rotates in the other direction. It's time to slowly roll over onto your right side, bending your knees, taking a deep breath in, and on your exhalation, pressing into your hands to rise up to an easy seat. Wishing you radiant joy and health. Namaste.